Hello everyone and welcome to POWERBOOST. POWERBOOST is lunch meditation. Today our topic is how to be king of my inner kingdom. What is another option? To be a slave. And that is something none of us we want to be slaves. And what is the spiritual context? Slave to what? Slave to my senses, my eyes, my nose, my mouth, my ears. Those are leading me. I don't make my own decisions, but my senses are making decisions for me. And of course it's not senses. It's something what is happening inside of me, because either soul is a king or ego is the king of my inner world. And when ego is king, ego is the one who is empty. And that's why ego is always in the taking mode. And where ego is taking? Through the senses from the physical world. Sense pleasures, but also just like seeing when someone is praising me, the ego within me is taking that praise within, trying to make that empty space full again. But by taking, we never become full. We become even emptier. And that's why it's ego who is taking, ego who is creating expectations, ego who is creating desires. I want peace, I want love, I want happiness. And what does it mean? I want it outside of me. I want that people are making me happy, situations are making me happy. I want everything goes according to what I want. This is ego talking. And now when ego is ruling my inner world, my inner kingdom is then not so well. Mind is very disturbed, because mind, which is full of desires and expectations, is very restless mind. And that type of mind is not just full of all the thoughts, and that's why feeling very heavy in my mind, but that type of mind becomes negative as well and very needy. So what can I do that I can really be the king of my inner world? I am a soul. This is the first step. There has to be this understanding. What does it mean to be a soul? A living being of light who has mind, intellect, and subconscious. All of those are part of me, soul. Those are not part of the brain, but part of the soul. Senses are part of the body, but it is me, a soul, who is using this body. So, if ego is king, then ego is using mind, intellect, and subconscious to do the bad work, so-called. Ego is the one who is taking sorrow and giving sorrow. Ego is the one who is always running after achievements, because ego blindly believes that that will bring back my self-respect. I am good when I have achieved something. So as I mentioned, then my mind is disturbed when ego is a king. And also intellect. Intellect is needed for discernment. What is right, what is not right, what is good, what is bad. Intellect needs to be very clear and full of spiritual wisdom that I really do accurate decisions with accurate discernment power. But when ego is king, my intellect is not working properly. My intellect is then making decisions which are good for ego, which means which are making ego just bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's very bad news for a soul. And I am that soul, and originally I was the king, self-sovereign king. And now I really need to be that again. And that's why ego has to go. Ego has to go away from my inner kingdom. And what about subconscious? When ego is ruling, subconscious is full of negative memories, negative habits, bad habits, addictions, even traumas, many kind of things. And ego's badness is not about, nothing else than innocence. Ego has been born from ignorance. There has not been spiritual understanding. It has just not been available. So that's why all of us, we have created ego. So we should not blame ourselves. Oh, it's my fault that my subconscious is full of bad habits and this and that, not so nice. We have to remember there is also many treasures there in my subconscious mind. Intellect is playing a key role. Which kind of sanskaras, that is memory traits, like habits, tendencies, am I using and coming to my conscious mind? So the journey of the 1 second that soul becomes a king again, it's all about realization. Just realizing that I don't want to be under the rule of ego anymore. I don't want to let ego rule my inner world. I don't want ego to ruin my life. I want to be free from ego. Because when I'm free from ego, I'm free from sorrow and suffering. And it's natural and normal that I, a soul, being of light, I am a ruler once again. Because I am a good ruler. I take the best possible care of my ministers, my intellect, my mind, and my subconscious with sanskaras, and also best possible care of my body and my physical sense organs. So let's have a meditation and let's be kings of our inner worlds once again. So let me gently remind myself that the real self is already king. I just have to wake up this inner king. Letting go of that invisible ego who has hijacked my inner kingdom. It is possible to be free, and we can start by being free for 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. And more I take this time, like bypassing the ego and experiencing the real self to be king, stronger this real king becomes. anyone can do this, because all of us, we are kings, invisible kings, very beautiful, pure, powerful kings. So let me stabilize myself into this awareness that this invisible being of light is a king, a ruler, self-sovereign. And this ruler is not ruling with force, but with love and great wisdom. And when this ruler is ruling, everyone becomes happy. My intellect becomes happy. My mind, my subconscious becomes happy. And also sense organs becomes cool and calm. So there is benefit for everyone if I have courage to be a king again. I have been a king, and now it is time to become a king again. And this invisible king is from the world beyond, not from the physical world of senses. Senses are not part of the soul. Senses are part of the body. So let's create clarity. What is body and who is me? Brain belongs to the body. I am not my brain. I am a king soul, invisible being of light, pure, powerful, and very beautiful. Because I am full of all the spiritual virtues and powers. This original king is always full, nothing is lacking, complete and perfect, just like God, God-like being. And this being of light has holy connection to God. This is two-way relationship between beautiful soul and the most beautiful supreme soul, the one who never becomes under influence of an ego. That's why everyone is remembering this one, because everyone understands that there is something higher than us human souls. Yes, originally we were like God, pure, beautiful and powerful, full of all the treasures. And this is eternal me. And that's why this eternal me can be awakened in 1 second. Just by remembering that invisible being of light is me, real me. Body has nothing to do with me. It's not extension of the soul. Body has beginning and end. Soul is eternal, immortal, completely beyond harm, and that's why always safe and secure. Every soul is a master, king, self-sovereign, ruler. And after some time, this meditation is over. But we can continue our life in this awareness. And stopping every now and then, just for a minute, and reminding the self, I am a king soul. I am a good, beautiful, powerful king. Because that is truth, and I want to learn to live in truth. No more lies of an ego. Om Shanti.